Shamai! It's a Friday morning, it's a bit drizzly, but I'm going on an adventure. Me and Vanny DeVito, behind me, are going away for our first weekend. We're going up to Shrewkfest, which is a ukulele festival just outside Shrewsbury. A couple of hours drive, and I'm going to be staying 2 nights. Everything is packed. I think I've got half the house in the van at the minute. So we're going to see how our first adventure goes. Just over an hour into the journey, it stopped raining. In fact, the sun is coming out. Traffic wise, it's quite quiet. There's a few tractors and farm vehicles. The Royal Welsh has been on quite near this area this week, so I wasn't overly concerned, but I think there's a few tractors and farm vehicles returning to their various locations, but so far so good. And the first time crossing into England, Herefordshire to be exact. I suppose we're in the days of having to trust sat nav. Many years ago, when I was sort of playing around the country and things, there was no sat nav or maps on phones or even mobile phones to start with. It was all reading book maps, which of course is impossible for me to do whilst I'm driving, but we already seem to be on B roads. Now B roads in Wales means you're lucky if it's 2 lanes. Well, at the minute it is still 2 lanes, but I'm having to put my full trust in the sat nav at the minute because I didn't think I'd be on such minor roads so soon. It is beautiful, mind, don't get me wrong. There's an awful lot of farms and things around, so fingers crossed we're going in the right way. Right, we've hit our first single lane road a minute, so I'm really hoping I don't come across anything too wide to get past. I can see a car coming, but there is a passing space, so that was very lucky. So a little bit about the van. One of the reasons why we really had to just get this particular one, apart from it being local and it being cheap, it's a Mercedes, but it's got a 3-litre diesel engine in it. In other words, it shifts, but it's really powerful as well. And I've got to say, it is great fun to drive. It's an automatic. Most of my other cars have been automatic recently. It just makes life a little bit easier. And I've got to say, so far, this 1-lane road isn't too bad. I shouldn't have spoken, really, should I? Oh wow, you probably won't see that. There's a massive bird of prey just above me there now. And it looks, according to sat nav, we're going to be back onto an A road pretty soon. Woohoo!
Turn left onto the A489.
So we're back onto an A road, and I am quite happy to say that the sat nav is still counting down. According to that, we've got 12 miles to go. I don't think they're going to be quick miles, but we're definitely getting closer. And the first time I've actually lost internet connection as well. I think I downloaded the route. We'll have to wait and see. All I know is at the minute, in about 4 miles, I've got a bare left. Right, now this junction, yeah, I've seen. I'm going to Haberley and
Half a mile. Keep
Yeah, this is where it gets well dodgy. Have a look at this. So yeah, I knew I had a little bit where the road basically disappears, and I got about 2 miles of this to do.
Half a mile. Keep left.
Okay, there's actually a stream running along the road right now. Haberley. Okay, turn left, yeah.
Turn left, then the destination is on your right.
Woohoo! Right, I'm here. I am sat in the middle of a field. I've just seen Ukulele Al. I've heard and seen a couple of ukulele players down that way. It's not too far a walk. Obviously, I'm going to have to go and check out where all the festival toilets and things are. And the first thing I'm going to do is have a cup of tea. But yeah, not bad. That's taken me about 2 hours, 40 minutes, something like that. So I'm happy with that. And Vanny has done a fantastic job going cross country. So our first little look inside. I've got the kettle on. I'm afraid there is no fancy coffee or anything. I'm a tea drinker. And in fact, if I go over here, you can see it's decaffeinated, traditional English tea with my mug waiting. Oh, I think we're going to be boiling. So Vanny DeVito is all parked up. I haven't pulled out the side awning yet. I think that might be a job for the morning. I've had a cup of tea and something to eat, so I'm going to go and check out the ukuleles now. Only a short walk down a lane. I should have mentioned as well, it's actually a Wild West theme. Don't worry, I have got a bit of a cowboy outfit. I'll have to go and fetch that from the van in a bit. But yeah, that's why you've seen a lot of people dressed up like the Wild West.
We will find you and take on your best behavior. Turn your back on my destination. Everybody wants to go.
So this seems to be the other field. And what I'm describing, because that's what they say, glamping pods. Oh, it really has turned into a stunning afternoon now. But I was just thinking, oh, maybe I should put the drone up. But it is quite windy, and weirdly, as I walked around this corner, I then spotted a little, right in the very distance, there's a little windsock, and yeah, that's blowing about. But this area is gorgeous as well. I'll just whiz around a little bit. So you've got a sort of a teepee tent, and then some more of these glamping pods, and then I can spy in the distance a sort of pizza oven. I'm assuming that's for if you're staying here. And then over this side, it's actually the back end for now, but it's the paddock stage to do with the Ukulele Festival. So as I walk back to the van, let's just have a quick look at some of the other caravans. Loving, absolutely loving the pirate flag on there. Well, that's it. I'm definitely going to have to get some kind of a flag. Maybe a Ukulele Wales flag, I think. Peace, love, ukulele sign on there. We just need a much bigger one now. Right, I'm back in the van for a minute. Oh, it's actually quite warm in here. Let me just have a quick show you round, because you don't see the front when I'm facing this way. So just to give you a little idea, proper van life. I got my cowboy hat up on the passenger seat and my bin, and in the bright yellow avocado Asda bag, obviously there are other supermarkets available, on my wellies, because I didn't know if it was going to be a muddy field. There you are, there's one of my trusted ukuleles down on the floor. Okay, we've got a fridge fully stocked. Some bread underneath there is where I boiled my kettle earlier on. So we've actually got, hang on, let me show you. So there are, we've actually got a stove and a sink under there. So underneath we've got, there's a microwave at the bottom, but just above the microwave you can see the bottom of the sink. The box there has got some food, dried food that can be just stored in the van. My little set of drawers, which I thought was quite a good idea. It's got things like toiletries and useful gubbins that I'm going to need, you know, spare glasses, torches and so on. And then over here, let me just give that a bit of a shove for a minute. At the top there, you can see we've got a bit more storage going on above the main countertop. We've got a rock and roll bed, and there is some more storage underneath there. My lovely ukulele cushion. But yeah, it's a really nice little, especially as a first van, I've got to say. What it's going to be like to sleep in for the first time tonight, who knows, but that's the whole point of this little trip. See, I'm just sat here at the minute in the van. I'm about to get changed, so I've got all the doors shut. And it's brilliant because I can people watch, because all the side and back windows are all blacked out. Nobody actually knows I'm in here, I don't think. And it's fascinating. I love people watching, not in a weird way or anything like that. It's just something I always loved. I watched some ladies putting a tent up next to me a little while ago. They had no idea I was in here watching. Yeah, very entertaining. Westerned up, Wild West, got my hat, shirt, although it's one of my school shirts, and a nice waistcoat borrowed by hubby. I've got a little bit more camera equipment this time. I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to do. There's only 2 stages to cover, but there's an awful lot going on down there. So we have got camera stuff, we have got ukulele. You've got to have a ukulele even if you're not playing it. But I think there is some kind of a play along a bit later as well. It's getting a little bit windy, so got keys. See you later. So I'm just heading back to the van for a second. The Delta Cowboy Band, I think they were awesome as well. I just want to grab a drink and things. I think I've caught most of the acts so far. Let's go and see what's happening up on the campsite. So, the camping adventure so far. One of the reasons we got the van was so that I could possibly do some filming in it. So again, I'm testing things out now. I have no idea what the audio is going to be like in here, or the lighting. I've got a little light up there. It's not particularly dark out at the minute. What time is it now? about 6 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, in fact it's exactly 6 o'clock. But obviously this has got blacked out windows. Now, as I mentioned a little while ago, I love people watching. So just have an idea of this for a second. So you can sort of see out there at the minute now, even though my windows are blacked out, I can see out pretty good. And now if I just slowly go like this for a minute, you can see just the other side of that car was where the ladies were putting the tent up earlier on. So it's great sitting in here and quietly watching the world go by. Absolutely loving it. So something else I am loving about the camper van is having everything here. You know, we're a couple of minutes walk down to where the actual festival is, and this is a camping site farm. You've got the glamping pods and things, but we're actually just on a field here. So if I get thirsty, or I want something to eat, or I've forgotten something, or I want to put something away, all I've got to do is come back to the van and it is all here. That I am absolutely loving. I'm not concerned in the slightest about security or anything like that. I am surrounded by camper vans and tents and people who all play ukulele. I'm in probably one of the safest places in the world at the minute. So yeah, in that respect, I've got absolutely no worries. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to a bit later on and actually going to sleep, but I've got a lot to do before then. I've sussed out, I think, where everything is now in terms of toilet and stuff. Don't worry, I've got plenty of torches. I have got a toilet on board, one of these little portable fold away things, but that is for emergencies only. If I've got to get up in the middle of the night to go to the loo, I chuck my torch on and cross over the fields a little bit. So, things I have learnt so far with van life, everything takes a lot longer than I think it's going to. I just thought I'll have a little something to eat. That took forever, just finding things. I knew I had everything I needed, it was just where was it, and of course a lot less space, and trying to use as little things as possible. But it's, what are we now, Friday evening, so I've had something to eat. I'm coming down now for the main performances for the Ukulele Festival. So a quick panic, I just popped back to the van to grab something before the main performances, and suddenly thought, oh my goodness, I actually need to put the bed down, mainly because it's quite likely to be dark later and there's a load of stuff tucked behind the seats. So this is where we're at. So I very, very quickly pulled the seat down, which meant emptying. You can suddenly see now all the bedding in there. So I got a mattress, and I'm going to be comfy, and no doubt about it. But actually I have just annihilated the van within about 2 minutes. Everything is everywhere right now. Starting to get really dark now. I'm just running back to, running again. I don't run anywhere. What am I talking about? I'm just going back to the van to get my uke, because I think it's a bit of a play along going on, and it is actually starting to get quite cold now. So yeah, definitely looking forward to coming back here a little bit later. Right, where's my uke? So I'm sure you can still hear that. I'm just making my way back to Vanny DeVito. One of the best things I remember to bring with me is this head torch. Otherwise, I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't have a clue where I was going right now. So, home sweet home for the night. So I got a little bit of sorting out to get myself ready for bed. It's quite chilly out here now, so I've got to say I'm really, really looking forward to getting snuggled in Vanny DeVito. So day one van adventures are just about over. I think I've got myself almost ready for bed. I'll show you in a moment. I've annihilated the van completely, but just to give you a quick whiz round, at the moment I've got my curtains are up, so it's actually become quite a small cozy room. I've got my sleeping bag down there. I've even got my little Nordic socks. I'm not changed for bed yet. I will be putting my PJs on in a moment. But if I whiz round here, total carnage. I was not organised enough earlier on. And I've got a lot of sorting out to do in the morning. But first of all, tonight, I'm going to be doing an awful lot of charging up of equipment on my Vito Man 1500X. But just to give you an idea, those are some of the cables there, because as somebody who makes videos, it's not just the normal gubbins that I need, like food and clothes and ukuleles. I've got a whole lot of other equipment that needs charging overnight, like camera batteries, all sorts of stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's been a good day one. No major catastrophes or anything like that. I haven't put the awning up outside. That might be a job for the morning. It's been brilliant all round though. Getting here, the van has been awesome. The music has been fantastic. The ukulele people have been wonderful. Loads of people coming up and saying hello. And just a really nice, different festival. But the main thing for me tonight is I'm in the van. I'm going to be ready for bed probably in a couple of hours by the time I get myself sorted out. See, I really am ready for bed now. I'm a bit tidier than I was before. Lighting in here, it's a little bit stark at the minute. Obviously, I've got a light on for actual filming as well. I've got some emergency lights just in case things go bad, and I can feel around. I've got my head torch ready in case I need the loo in the middle of the night. I'm really hoping I don't, because I could just hear a little bit of rain back then. It's gone quiet. Yeah, it's coming up to midnight, so I think they've probably just about wrapped it up down in the festival on the main stage. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to have a quick check of some footage that I've taken today, charge a load of things up. But yeah, I think first day anyway, me and Vanny DeVito, it's all gone well. Fingers crossed it's a nice peaceful night. See you in the morning. Shemai! It's Saturday morning. And I've spent my first night in the van. No issues whatsoever. I have no idea how long it took me to go to sleep. Not very long, I don't think. And I woke up at, I don't know, about 20 past 7 this morning. So I have nipped out to go to the loo. So I'm just going to get myself ready for the day now, a bit of a tidy up and get the kettle on. But absolutely no issues. It was really comfortable. It was really warm. It was really quiet, to be honest. Now, whether the whole field was quiet or whether it was, I don't know. But I slept very well. So the van is a bit tidier. I've had a quick play of my uke just in case I get to do an open mic. Today I've put the drone up in the air. But tonight I'm going to get my bed and everything sorted. And something else I didn't really think about was before I get the bed down, I've actually got to get everything out that I need, because I lose access to the fridge and my big cupboard with all my drawers and everything. And I think I got most stuff out last night, but then I was there thinking, oh no, I need that. So a little bit more organisation tonight, I think. So looking now to see what I need for my van. Look at that setup there. That's awesome, with a big windshield and stuff going round. Ah, right, look, that's the one with the windsock at the top as well. Or you can tell some of these are hardened campers who know what they're doing. There's some gorgeous doggies. Yeah, we got an awning like that one there on that nice green VW. And look at that for a registration plate, T55U. That's Ukulele Al's. So just phoned home to make sure animals and hubby are all fine and they are all good. So I just thought I'd give you a quick whiz around the van. So you can see there the actual boots up. And in fact there is a table under there which I am going to get out shortly, but just to give you an idea, there's a little bit of storage space at the back. That's all my bedding from last night, so that should be a little bit easier to get out tonight. Behind my coats is what, hang on, we go like this. That's our sort of garage area, which has got all the van stuff, you know, a pump, an emergency camping stove, although the stove has worked perfectly, some shoes, lots of bungee clips. Somewhere in there is my little portable toilet, which I'm hoping I don't need to use, and of course the power link up if I was going to main power. And we've got a few more power sockets down there. Round this side of the van, you can see at the top, that's our pull-out awning, which came with the van. There's the sort of drive-in area at the minute, which last night everything just got chucked in here. So now I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up of the van, set it up, put the table up, because I want to do a little bit on the laptop, and then have something to eat before the next round of ukulele fun. So yeah, I am now sat at my table, which was easy to install. Here is my laptop, so I can do work this way, or if I push the table that way, I can sit in the passenger seat or the driver's seat as well. Great for working at, great for eating at as well, and I just tuck it away in the boot. Festival hair, don't care. I'm sat here, first of all, just have a little listen. Apart from the wind and van doors slamming, there's somebody playing uke close by, and it's lovely. So I'm just about to have some dinner. I haven't cooked anything. I've been cleaning up the van, I've been flying them. Hello! Try again, because a lovely lady, a subscriber, and somebody who's in Gunnuf just called into the van as I was about to start my food. So I'm taking a little break from ukulele at the moment. I've tidied up the van, I've flown the drone a little bit more, and I'm having something to eat. It's not hot. I've got so much picnic stuff. I thought, well, I'll make a little look at this. But just to prove that I am eating, and I've been quite civilised and set up my little table, have a little look. So it was the lady from that van just called in to say hello. But there we are. This is my lunch at the minute. It's, what, about 3 o'clock. So a nice can of lemon and lime zero, my hula hoops, which I love. And yeah, a little bit of quiche, a little bit of cheese, a pork pie, a Scotch egg, and some olives. So there we are, that's my afternoon lunch, and I probably won't eat much more. I'll have something tonight. I may go wild and have a pot noodle. Right, just getting ready to go and watch the Ukulele's. I'm almost on time. I am getting a little bit better at thinking, right, I've got to get this done so I can get on to the next job. So, Ukulele's, here we go. So it's about 6:30, 20 to 7, something like that. I'm going back to the van now, so it's on a Saturday evening at the minute. I've been doing ukulele stuff for quite a while. Absolutely loving that, but I need to get back to the van because I want to get a bit more sorted and try and get the bed and everything done before it gets dark. So right, my first ever van concert. Yeah, I may or may not go in for an open mic tonight. It's something, I'll sing in front of kids in school all day long. I'll sing in front of an audience if I've got like one other person there. But singing by myself on a ukulele is not something that I generally do, especially in front of adults who actually play ukulele as well. So I've been having a little practice of this just in case I do it. But I'm going to film myself in my van on my first adventure with Vanny DeVito. I'm not shy, gonna shout it out loud. I am Welsh and I am proud. That's a fact. I'm unbowed. I am Welsh and I am proud. You're Welsh too if you own a pair of daps. Your jacket is your coat, but just perhaps if Wales win at rugby you almost collapse. Your birdie's not a sandwich but your buns are baps. Yeah, I'm not shy, gonna shout it out loud. I am Welsh and I am proud. That's a fact. I'm unbowed. I am Welsh and I am proud. I'll be there now in a minute, said dye the milk, oh geese a cutch in it. It's blooming lush sea, said Tom the drains. He's a little tup though, Tom drinks brains. Brains? Yeah, I'm not shy, gonna shout it out loud. I am Welsh and I am proud. That's a fact. I'm unbowed. I am Welsh and I am proud. Key change. Now the 7 bridges, entrance free to the land of the poet, the song and the free. Where you ran used to make you rock our toffee, and we all speak Welsh. Rydw i'n hoffi coffee. Yeah, I'm not shy, gonna shout it out loud. I am Welsh and I am proud. That's a fact. I'm unbowed. I am Welsh and I am proud. Listen for your name. If you're a Jones, a Bevan, a Phillips or Hughes, a Williams, Jenkins, Prices or Pews, a Davis, an Owen, Lewis or Howells, Evans, Edwards, Morgans or Powells. Then don't be shy, shout it out loud. You're probably Welsh and you should be proud. That's a fact. Be unbowed. If you're Welsh, I bet you're proud. Alright, a couple of little slips in there, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll play it later. But there we are, my first van concert. Festival, I got my baby. Festival, I got my baby. She's mighty fine, says she's on mine, and nothing's gonna bring me down. She's mighty fine, says she's on mine, and nothing's gonna bring me down. So, day 2 of the van adventure done. It is just gone 11 o'clock, so all the ukulele stuff is over with. I was a lot more organised earlier on. So I got the bed already behind me. All the bedding is out, so I've literally got to get changed, plug everything in to charge, and I'm done for the night. And it was starting to rain as I was coming back up from the festival just now. It was the first, we've had the odd tiny little shower, but it was the first sort of proper rain we had. Luckily I had a coat on. My waterproof boots are in the footwell as you come in by the door, so they are well out the way. The curtains are all up. Hopefully you can see behind me there. So I am snug as a bug in a rug. I'm just going to settle down. I'm going to do a little bit of work now on the laptop just to see what footage I've got for today. So end of day 2 van adventures. Tomorrow I think I'm playing first thing in the morning, so it'll be up, get bed and everything sorted. Day 2 of the van adventures, a success. Good night. Shamai, day 3 of the van adventure. It's just gone 9 o'clock on the Sunday morning. I've been up about an hour, so the bed is all back. I'm sort of sitting upright. My cup of tea is made. I'm going to have that in a minute. I'll give you a quick whiz round in a moment, having spent 2 nights in the van now. It's not actually as bad as it was yesterday morning because I was a lot more sussed last night. Other little tips and tricks I've learnt, either working it out myself or other people have told me. For example, boil the kettle in the morning, do your washing up from the night before. So yeah, that's a handy little tip, just so you've got a bit of warm water, because obviously this is just cold water in here. Let's give you a quick whiz around of the van. So yeah, from the actual inside, I've sussed out there's a brilliant place to keep all my ukes going down the middle. Bin, absolutely essential. You know, my food supplies are still pretty stocked up at the minute. The fridge is still working, and then there's my cup of tea by there. The one thing I could not have lived without is my Vito man, my big portable power station. Didn't take long to fall to sleep last night, and I've got to say I slept right through until my alarm went off at about 8:15 this morning. So far everything has been absolutely fine, and it's not even taking me as long to do everything now. So I'm now going to have my cup of tea, and I got pancakes for breakfast, white chocolate pancakes. Yeah, I know, not the healthiest, but they're lovely. And then I got to get ready because I'm playing in about 20 minutes. So it's just gone midday. Vanny DeVito is just about ready for the journey home. We'll have to move a couple of little bits onto the floor. So I'm just going to have a wander down, see the last few performers. Not sure what time I'm going to leave yet. We'll have to see. But certainly want to say goodbye to some people as well. But what a fantastic weekend. So I've said my goodbyes. I've had a quick last wander. It's starting to rain now. So it's gone 2 o'clock. So by the time I just tidy up a few things in the van, I think I'm going to make a little move just in case the weather gets any worse, because I don't want to be stuck on a field. So it's been a brilliant weekend. Thoroughly enjoyed the first campervan adventure with Vanny DeVito. I hope you've enjoyed this as well. Obviously we got the journey back. Who knows, that could be eventful. We'll have to wait and see, but we're going to leave the festival very soon. Okay, so the journey back starts now. I'm off the festival site. I didn't really want to film as I was coming off there. So we're on to the worst bit of the journey, which is these first few miles up this horrible lane. Fingers crossed. I see the main road. We're onto a B road now. almost home. That is my first big adventure in Vanny DeVito, away all by myself. What a blast it has been. No massive problems whatsoever. Weirdly enough though, about an hour or so ago my camera ran out of battery, but that's the beauty of having a van. I pulled over, plugged the camera in, got a little bit more power out of it, and we're back on the road again. Things that I have learnt over this weekend, I'm quite happy being by myself. I knew that already though. Things that I really couldn't have done without this weekend would be my big power station. Obviously I got a lot of camera equipment and things to constantly be charging up, and the other little thing that I really was so glad I got was a head torch. That was an absolute game changer once it got dark. But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed the weekend. I think me and Vanny know each other quite well now, and it really has been a fantastic experience, and certainly something I'm going to be doing again a lot in the future. So yeah, Ukulele Festivals and events now, here I come. If it's not already up, there will be another video really focusing on Shrewkfest and all the ukulele stuff, but I just thought it'd be interesting just to see a different side of everything, especially as it was something very new for me in the van. If you'd like to support the channel, I do have a Patreon page, and I will leave a link to the description. I will leave a link in the description below. But as I said, this was just something that I really fancied doing, and I will definitely be doing again. As always though, in all my videos, I do hope you've enjoyed this. Please feel free, if you've got any comments or questions, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.